Welcome, welcome. Today I've got another sales letter to break down. So this sales letter is a third person sales letter from Jason Fladlin, and I'll be breaking down each sentence and telling you what the copywriter is strategically doing in order to keep the reader fully engaged so that they can feel comfortable enough to purchase the product. So let's get into it. So before I start reading through, let me tell you who the target audience is. This is fairly obvious. The best way to describe the target audience, because it's going to be relatively a broad audience. So I would say ambitious people or aspiring entrepreneurs. So like 80% of the population, I would say, especially nowadays with the thousands of different ways you can make money online as an entrepreneur. So ambitious people. Okay. So the headline reads, for people who want more, the small and easy productivity tweaks you can use as soon as tomorrow morning to get a lot more done with way less effort. Okay, right off the bat, this is extremely eye-catching and intriguing for the target audience, for the ambitious people. First, let's cover the eyebrow headline. So they have an eyebrow headline over here. This is the first thing that the reader is going to read or see. So the copywriter needs to make sure that the eyebrow headline is eye-catching and unique. For people who want more, this is definitely unique because it's vague. Doesn't really explain what exactly people want. People who want more exactly of what? This is a self-identity play. This is going to directly call out to the ambitious people. Sorry, excuse my handwriting there. This is going to directly call out the ambitious people. They want more from life. They want more freedom. They want more money. They want more cars, whatever it might be. They want more from life, and they can understand this on a deep level. So this is going to catch their attention. For people who want more, they want more from life. So it's a self-identity play. It's vague and it's unique. So moving on, the small and easy productivity tweaks you can use as soon as tomorrow morning to get a lot more done with way less effort. So that's a benefit-driven headline, very benefit-driven, and is spiking up some of the important emotions as well. Small and easy emotion. When you convey that the product you are selling is easy, that means that anybody can do it. So you are installing hope into every individual reader that they will be able to see results from the product. So the small and easy productivity tweaks you can use as soon as tomorrow morning. As soon as tomorrow morning. These are fast results. Fast results, which is going to ignite the sense of urgency. Because when the reader understands that they can see fast results from a very beneficial product, such as a chance to boost their productivity, as an ambitious aspiring entrepreneur, this is massively useful, and they can implement these productivity tweaks as soon as tomorrow morning. When they understand that, that is going to boost spike a sense of urgency for them to buy the product because of the fast emotion. So you can use these benefits as soon as tomorrow morning to get a lot more done with way less effort. So two huge benefits over here as well. It's massively useful for the aspiring entrepreneurs, for the target audience. They can get a lot more done than they usually do, a lot more progress with their work with way less effort, because of the fact that they can use these small and easy productivity tweaks that anybody can learn, and they can use it as soon as tomorrow morning, and they can get a lot more done, and they can do it with way less effort. This is massively benefit driven, massively useful, and it's going to catch their attention. Now they want you to try and prove to them that you are telling the truth. Obviously, some might be skeptical. So some of the readers excuse me. As this is a very massive promise, a big promise, you can see these productivity tweaks as soon as tomorrow morning. Some might be calling bullshit. Some of the target audience might be skeptical. Some of the readers might be skeptical. That is okay. That is completely fine, because if they are skeptical about your promise, that means that they are still engaged. They are not going to run away and go back on TikTok. They're going to stick with your copy because they want you to prove them wrong. They are skeptical, but they are still interested. That doesn't mean they're not interested. They are still interested, even though they're skeptical, and they want you to prove them wrong. So they will stick to reading your copy. So a big promise, although a big promise might be a little too exaggerated for some of the individual readers, that is completely fine, because if they are skeptical, they are still going to be interested. Unless your promise is, obviously bullshit. Something like you can make $1 million in the next morning. Obviously, that is bullshit. But something like this, it seems realistic enough for the target audience, for the ambitious people who want more. They want more freedom, they want more money, and they understand that productivity tweaks, a boost in their productivity, will be able to help them make more money. And these productivity tweaks are small and easy that anybody can learn, and they can start using it tomorrow morning. So massively useful. The sense of urgency has been ignited, and now they are interested in how much it is, what actually is inside the course, who is going to be teaching them. Okay, I'm waffling a bit too much now. Let's just get straight into the copy. Okay, so my name is Matt, and I'm an in-house copywriter at Rapid Crush Incorporated. Rapid Crush Incorporated, so there's some credibility over here. Among other things, that means I get to work with Jason Flaidlin on almost a daily basis. And working so close with Jason, I've uncovered his secrets. I know why exactly Jason Flaidlin isn't painting houses for $12 an hour anymore and is making millions online instead. The reason is, okay, so Matt is the copywriter, and he is writing a third-person sales letter about his co-worker, Jason Flaidlin. Working so close with Jason, he's uncovered his secrets. Intriguing. What is his secret? I know why exactly Jason Flaidlin isn't painting houses for $12 an hour anymore and is making millions online instead. Millions online. The target audience. The ambitious, aspiring entrepreneurs. This is the dream state. They want to be making millions online. And Jason Flaidlin is doing that. So instinctively, they're going to look up to Jason. Now, Jason is literally going to be their Superman, like this guy over here. They look up to Jason now, and perhaps they can relate to Jason. Jason, because of the fact that Jason used to work in a 9-to-5, used to paint houses for $12 an hour. This is going to be relatable for some of the target audience, because perhaps they are still working a 9-to-5 job. That handwriting is insane. So perhaps they are still working a 9-to-5 job, and they are going to find this relatable. Oh, Jason used to paint houses for $12 an hour. I work $12 an hour I still work $12 an hour. But Jason Flaidlin found a way to escape this 9-to-5, and now he's making millions online instead. I'm not so, this is inspiring. They're not so different from Jason. Jason is just an ordinary person, just like them. So they are inspiring. Jason is inspiring them, giving them hope that they too will be able to make millions online, just like Jason, aka their dream state, the aspiring entrepreneurs. For people who want more. They are the people who want more from life. They are the people who want to make millions online instead. Jason is doing that. So now they look up to Jason. That gives Jason a lot of credibility. Now they are interested as to what he has to offer and what Jason has to actually say for himself. So moving on, Jason's productivity is epic. And here we've got, I'm assuming that's Jason in a Superman outfit. You'd have to see it firsthand to believe it, but trust me, it's legendary. Long form sales letters in 3 to 4 hours, fully formatted and ready to publish. Email swipes in 15 minutes or less. Complete marketing strategies for consulting clients in 40 minutes and so on. Excuse me. Even more importantly, the son of a gun is able to teach anyone to be productive. Anyone, again, easy emotion. Anybody can do it. Let me just quickly tell you this. So, when you are installing hope into every individual reader because you are conveying that the product is easy and anybody can do it, then that is maintaining full reader capacity. You're not going to scare anyone away. You're not putting restrictments on any reader. You're not saying you have to be a certain IQ to see results. You have to be a certain height to see results. You have to be a certain weight, whatever it might be. You are telling every individual reader that they can see results because anybody can do it, even you. So by igniting that sense of hope into every individual reader, you are going to maintain full reader capacity. And that means you're going to get more people who are finishing your copy, who are going to finish your copy and pay for your product. If you're scaring people away by putting restrictions, then that number is going to go down and you're only going to have 4 people left, let's say, who are going to finish your copy and perhaps potentially even not even purchase your product. So it's important to ignite hope into every individual reader so that you maintain full reader capacity. Okay. So even more importantly, the son of a gun is able to teach anyone to be productive. For example, when I read Jason's Double Your Productivity course, my productivity tripled. And that's not even a very good result. I'm about to reveal how you can get even better results. But first, I want to ask you a question. So not Max, who the hell was Max? Where did I get that from? Matt. Matt, his productivity tripled from this course. So there's some credibility. Matt is glazing Jason's productivity course. So yeah, he's telling us his productivity tripled. So that is going to ignite some credibility onto Jason's productivity course. And that's not even a very good result. I'm about to reveal that's not even, so you can quadruple your results. Tripling your results isn't even a very good result. So he's obviously hyping up this product, giving it some more credibility. Okay. I'm about to reveal how you can get even better results. But first, I want to ask you a question. Okay. Imagine the following scenario. You're able to let go of your overwhelm. You're able to breeze through your to-do list, achieve all of your goals almost effortlessly every day. Be completely productive, your mind always present in the now. If you are able to get twice as much done with half the effort, wouldn't that change your life almost immediately? If that sounds like something you would like, you're going to love Jason's latest productivity training. Introducing. Okay, absolute productivity. So this is very important, this little part over here. Imagine the following scenario. You're able to let go of your overwhelm. You're able to breeze through your to-do list. You've got some sensory language over here. Breeze through your to-do list. Achieve all of your goals almost effortlessly every day. So this is the dream state of the reader. This is the dream state of the target audience. They are aspiring entrepreneurs. They are ambitious people who want to boost their productivity skills. And this is their dream state. They want every day to look like this. They want to be completely in the zone, in their flow state, and doing their work effortlessly, breezing through the to-do list. That's what they want from their life because they understand that this is going to help them achieve success and make millions online, or perhaps at least escape their 9-to-5 job. So this is their dream state. If you are able to get twice as much done with half the efforts, wouldn't that change your life almost immediately? So this is a personal rhetorical question, very effective, because this is going to put the readers into an imaginative state, and now they are answering the question in their minds. Yes, wouldn't that change my life almost immediately? Probably, fucking probably, right? So again, personal rhetorical question. Hold up. It is conversational. A very important copywriting tactic when you keep your copy conversational, as if the reader's having a one-on-one conversation with the reader, then this with the copywriter, sorry, then this is going to keep them engaged, making it feel personalized, as if they're being spoken to on a one-on-one level. This can ignite a safe emotion, and they can trust you a lot more. So if that sounds like something you would like, you're going to love Jason's latest productivity training, introducing absolute productivity, laser-like focus, and an instant productivity boost for marketers. Okay, so there's the name of the course: absolute productivity, laser-like focus, and an instant productivity boost for marketers. Laser-like focus, that is massively useful. Again, the dream state of the target niche. They want to have laser-like focus because they understand the benefits to that. And an instant productivity boost. Again, insinuating that the product gives fast results, just like the headline stated. You can see these productivity tweaks, you can see results within the next morning. These are fast results that is going to spike up the sense of urgency to buy. Productivity boost for marketers. Again, self-identity play. Even though they're not necessarily, some of them are not necessarily marketers, they're just aspiring entrepreneurs, ambitious people. You're still calling out, if boost for marketers, they still consider themselves marketers, right? Because they are inspiring entrepreneurs. So they will categorize themselves as marketers. So again, making it personal. So here's what's covered in the training: why productivity should be optional and a byproduct of doing blank, the biggest time wasters in internet marketing and how to completely kill them once and for all, how to actually manage Facebook in an efficient and profitable way, what parts of time management can be learned and what parts must be conditioned, how to immediately free up two free productive hours each day starting tomorrow, and more. So this is a value section, giving some insight as to what the reader can get from inside absolute productivity. Again, it's credibility, igniting some sense of trust that what the reader can get inside the product is actually beneficial and useful for them, and not a load of rubbish, right? So credibility and trust. Every landing page, every sales letter has an insight section, a value section, a little teaser as to what the reader can get from inside whatever you are selling. Again, sorry, let me go back. This is going to ignite the predictable emotion. People are not going to buy a product or a course if they don't know what they are going to get. You can sell them the future, of course. You can say, this is what your future could look like. You could start making millions online. Your productivity can triple, and you'll be in a flow state, in a constant flow state, and you'll be able to do your work effortlessly. That is selling their future. But they're still not going to purchase the product if you're not going to tell them what they are actually going to get. What features are inside the product. Yes, you can sell them the future, right? That might work. But in order to ignite the safe emotion and predictable emotion, you need to tell them what features are actually inside the product or the course, which is obvious. This is completely obvious. I'm just reminding you that the predictable emotion and the safe emotion are just as important as igniting the sense of excitement and urgency onto the reader. So safe and predictable emotion, extremely important. Because if they don't feel safe, that means they don't trust you. And if they don't trust you, then there's a 0% chance that they are going to purchase your products. Okay, now we are headed to the call to action, CTA. And you're getting in at an absolute bargain. Okay. Even if you only implement one technique of all what you're going to learn, and that one technique leads you to a breakthrough in your business, would you agree that for almost a guaranteed increase in your productivity for life, paying $299 and even more would be an insane bargain? So again, conversational, asking a personal rhetorical question. Wouldn't you agree $300 essentially would be an insane bargain for such a massive and beneficial productivity course? So what the copywriter is doing here is price anchoring, and Matt is going to be reducing the perceived risk. I'll explain in a moment. So would you agree that this would be an insane bargain? In fact, if you were to pick Jason's brain one-on-one for his productivity secrets, you would have to shell out $300 per hour and probably wait when there's a spot available in his schedule. So again, a lot of glazing for Jason over here. $300 per hour. So even if Jason charged $149 for this, I would pay that and not even flinch. Yeah, of course you would, Matt. But this is going to be a no-brainer. Check this out. Right now, you can grab it. You can grab the recording and watch it at your leisure just for $49. Of course. So $100 less than what Matt would pay for. Okay, so this is price anchoring. A very common call to action tactic. You tell the reader that realistically you should be paying $400 for this course, because that is how much I've spent on the information to obtain the course. You know, that's how much I've had 10 years experience with this. I've spent thousands and thousands to obtain the information I'm about to give you. So realistically, you should be paying $2,000 for this course, or you should be paying $500 for this course. You know, it should be expensive, but you know, we are going to reduce the perceived risk for you. We are reducing the perceived risk, and I'm going to sell it to you for 85% off. You know, I'm going to sell it to you for $49. So this is reducing the perceived risk, and yes, the reader, the target audience, they are going to feel as though they are getting it at a bargain, which is going to ignite the safe emotion because there's no risk, and it's $49. You know, Matt says he would pay $149 for this, but you can get it for $100 less. So not only is that going to ignite the safe emotion, it's also going to spike up the sense of urgency, because they don't know how long it's going to be a bargain for, you know? So obviously there's no risk. Okay, there's more to the CTA. The second CTA. If after watching the training you haven't gotten 100 times your money's worth, Jason absolutely positively demands that you write to our support desk and ask for your money back, and you'll get it without a hassle. 30-day money back guarantee. Okay, again, completely safe. It's essentially free. Remember, we only want you to spend money on products that you're getting value out of. Okay, so 30-day money back guarantee, that displays a huge amount of confidence in the product, that this product does work, because they wouldn't offer a 30-day money back guarantee if no one saw results, because then obviously they would make no money. So 30-day money back guarantee displays confidence and a huge amount of credibility in this course. And you can essentially get it for free, because you can test it out, you can test it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, you've got 30 days to ask for a refund. So there's no risk, it's essentially free. So no matter how far along are you, This is the missing ingredient. Whether you're trying to build your online business while keeping your full-time job, nothing wrong with that. So again, talking to the target audience, or you're a freelancer, Jason's productivity training will take you to the next level. The question is, will you let that happen? Again, personalized, talking directly to the reader. Will you let that happen? Whether you're trying to build an online business or you're a freelancer, talking directly to the target audience. The question is, will you let that happen? Order form. Yes, Matt, I would like to immediately get Jason's incredible productivity webinar training and be more productive less than 2 hours from now. Wow, 2 hours from now. These are incredibly fast results. And if they don't work in 2 hours, then you can just ask for your money back, because there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So there's no risk. And the risk actually outweighs the benefits. Sorry, the benefits outweighs the risk. Okay. And last but not least, a PS and a PPS. I bought this training myself. Why? Okay, so Matt bought the training because I know from experience what even a little change in my productivity habits and focus will result in over the next couple months and beyond. And second, Jason knows how to teach. You get exciting, actionable info from the first minute to the last. See you inside. Okay, again, Matt endorsing Jason's productivity training. He bought the training himself, and he's telling you that these productivity habits can make you, help you with your ambitions of becoming an online entrepreneur. So again, it's credibility. Also, see you inside. This is an assumptive close. They call it an assumptive close. So Matt is assuming that we, as the readers, as the target audience, have already made the decision to purchase the product. We've already made the decision. That's why he's saying see you inside. This is an assumptive close. It's a common copywriting tactic or sales tactic, and it's used to ease the pressure of the final decision to purchase the product. Essentially assuming the future. We'll see you inside. It will ease off that pressure into making that final decision to purchase the product. So PPS, make sure you act now. Even though we don't have any plans to raise the price right away, we might lock this product away to do an upgrade and charge more. Of course, there has to be some scarcity, some FOMO, and some urgency right at the end of the last part of the sales letter. So they might do an upgrade and charge more. So this is going to ignite the sense of fear of missing out, FOMO. They might miss out the chance of paying $49 for it. We were told that you should be paying realistically $149, or what was it, like $300 for this course. So by Matt telling us that this product might lock away and they might do an upgrade and charge more, we are going to assume that the product will probably come back and be $300. So this is our only time. This is the only opportunity right now to buy it at $49. So this is, what the fuck? Sorry about that. So this is going to ignite, obviously, the FOMO and sense of urgency to buy. And that is it. So yeah, a very, very good sales letter. So we were told, just to summarize, we were told these productivity tweaks are easy, they're small and easy, therefore anybody can learn how to do it, and you can learn it fast you can start implementing these productivity tweaks as soon as tomorrow morning. So you can get the same productivity tweaks that Jason used to escape his 9 to 5 from painting houses. He escaped his 9 to 5 and now he's making millions online instead, perhaps due to his productivity skills. Now we get the opportunity to learn the same productivity skills that allowed him to escape the 9 to 5, and we can learn these productivity skills and we can implement them as soon as tomorrow morning, because Jason can teach anyone to be productive. So we can learn the same productivity tweaks that he used as soon as tomorrow morning. So it's fast. These are fast results. Also, we'll be able to breeze through our to-do list and achieve all our goals almost effortlessly. We'll be able to be in a flow state, a constant flow state, which is our dream state, which is the aspiring entrepreneur's dream state. An ambitious person, they understand the importance of a flow state and their productivity. These are important factors that can lead to their success and making more money than they currently are. And also, it's safe. There's no risk, because there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So they can test it out for 30 days. They have 30 days to test it out. And if it doesn't work, if it hasn't boosted their productivity until the next morning, they can simply refund it the next day. Also, it's a webinar recording. They can watch it anytime, pause, and start immediately applying these explosive techniques. So it's a long-term investment. If they haven't learnt if they haven't learn how to implement these productivity tweaks the next morning, and if they're a bit disappointed in themselves, then they can simply rewatch it again, and they can rewatch it, rewind, rewatch it, and if it still hasn't worked, then they can just ask for a refund, because they got 30 days. So there's no risk. You can essentially get these productivity tweaks for free, and these are the same productivity tweaks that allowed Jason, this incredible worker, this incredible entrepreneur, these productivity tweaks allow Jason to escape his 9 to 5, and we can get the same productivity tweaks at essentially no risk, essentially for free. So yeah, okay. That summarizes the third person sales letter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.